beneath this desk, I mean, right here, up to here, I got a sport coat on and a dress shirt, and then, boop, I'm wearing sweatpants. And below those sweatpants, I'm wearing sheath underwear, which are my, as you know, I'd love to be the chief sole spokesperson for Sheath. If you're listening, brothers and sisters of Sheath, a little request for you. Anyway, stick around to the end of this video. I talked too long about it. At the end of this video, you'll hear an offer, and you too can luxuriate yourself in my favorite underwear. They just won't be mine, they'll be yours. Let's talk about the conflict du jour, the controversy du jour for Republicans right now, hosted by Fox News and nepo-baby Peter Doocy. Oh, what must it be like to be a rich kid whose dad happens to be named Steve Doocy, who is a morning show host over at Fox News. It ends up with you getting jobs that you're not qualified for or capable of doing, where you end up just being kind of the new Jesse Waters who walks around harassing people. Jesse Waters used to be dispatched by Bill O'Reilly to go to Chinatown in New York City and be racist to Asian people. Just disgusting. And that is primarily the role of Peter Doocy, except he has a patina of legitimacy being the White House correspondent for Fox News. I was at the Democratic National Convention, and you could see him on the floor just walking around harassing people till finally they would get fed up with it. Like, all right, dude, just go away. Leave us alone. And he would walk off dejected because, you know, he's a little sad little nepo baby. I think he probably understands that he's not qualified or capable of his job. So the latest, to get back to the topic at hand, as I rambled there for a minute, the latest controversy and scandal surrounding Kamala Harris is that at a rally in Detroit, she spoke with what they're calling a Southern accent, but it's just more casual speak. It's just more casual. You know, different, if you have different audiences and you have different environments, you talk more formally or more casually. It's how we all act. You know, does Peter Doocy think that when I'm doing my Hulk Hogan saying, "What are you doing, brother?" Does he think he's Hulk Hogan? Why is he talking like that? Does he think he's It's just stupid. It's an absolute, in fact, here, let me do this. Let me demonstrate how absolutely stupid it, and by extension, Peter Doocy is, because he questioned the White House press secretary about this, wasting everybody's time. And this is the thing he's asking about. This is the thing he thinks merits a question in the White House. I'll juxtapose Detroit and Pittsburgh against one another so you can see how this is a non-issue.
You know, everywhere I go, I tell people, you may not be a union member, but you better thank unions for that 5-day work week. Thank unions for sick leave. Thank unions for paid family leave. Thank unions for your vacation time. Because when union wages go up, everybody's wages go up. Everywhere I go, I tell people, look, you may not be a union member, you better thank a union member for the 5-day work week. You better thank a union member for sick leave. You better thank a union member for paid leave. You better thank a union member for vacation time. Because what we know is when union wages go up, everybody's wages go up.
I mean, come on. This rises to the level of what color suit did Obama wear? Just absolute not. What? Obama put mustard on a hot dog? Delicious, by the way, but come on. There are more important things that the American people care about, like policy that will better their lives, like positions from an administration that will ease their suffering. Anyway, here's Peter Doocy, nepo baby extraordinaire, wasting everybody's time in the White House, asking a question about this particular set of moments.
A different topic. Since when does the vice president have what sounds like a Southern accent?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well,
I mean, this is...
she was talking about unions in Detroit using one tone of voice.
Is this something that
same
you think...
line
Okay, Peter.
that she used the same line in Pittsburgh, and it sounded like she at least had some kind of a southern drawl.
I mean, do you hear the question that you're... I mean, do you think Americans seriously think that this is an important question? They care... You know what they care about? They care about the economy. They care about lowering costs. They care about health care. That's what Americans care about.
So
that's what they want to hear.
This is something...
They care about, your colleague just asked me about, what basically we talked about, went back and forth about democracy and freedom. That's what they care about. I'm not even going to entertain some question about the president. It's just, hearing it sounds so ridiculous.
Well, but hearing it is...
The question, I'm talking about the questions, is just insane.
Is that how she talks in meetings here?
I'm just, Peter, we're moving on. We're still moving around. Go ahead, Anita.
Thanks. Starting with Ukraine and this recent attack, has there shifted the...
Okay, interesting exchange there with Peter Doocy.
That is how you deal with a Peter Doocy. That is how you do it. In fact, it reminds me of a time that John McCain did the same thing, except far more forcefully, far less respectfully of Peter Doocy, really just saying, that's stupid. Why would you ask a stupid question like that? Watch this.
Your relationship with the president frayed to the point that you are not going to support anything that he comes to you and asks for?
Why would you say something that stupid? Why would you ask something that dumb? Huh? My job as a United States Senator is a senator from Arizona, which I was just reelected to. You mean that I am somehow going to behave in a way that I'm going to block everything because of some personal disagreement? That's a dumb question.
I take it back. How KJP handled it isn't how you handle it. That's how you handle it, like John McCain did. You just call him absolutely out for being a dipshit and being someone who's trying to gin up controversy where there is none. Why are you asking stupid questions, Peter Doocy? Is it because you're stupid? In fact, Gary Chambers is a candidate who ran for Senate in Louisiana in 2022. And he put together a campaign ad. I don't know if this was for Twitter or Instagram or what, but it's in the format of or not Twitter, for TikTok. It's in the format of a TikTok or an Instagram reel, so I'm thinking that's probably where it was. And he points out that John Kennedy, the now Republican, former Democrat, also switched accents, except he didn't just switch accents for a particular audience. He switched it for a political party. He switched his entire demeanor and personality when he ran to be a Republican because you have to. You have to turn into foghorn leghorn to get elected in Louisiana as a Republican. And he did a good job. He did some bang up ads. There's one where he burned an American flag. I'm talking about Gary Chambers here. There's one where he smoked weed on camera talking about marijuana arrests and the disproportionate punitive measures that are taken against black men in this country relative to marijuana. Awesome campaign, really should have been elected. But this is also a banger, pointing out that John Kennedy is just an absolute fraud. So Republicans, if you're whining about changing accents, what do you have to say about this?
I'm running for the U.S. Senate, and this is my opponent, John Kennedy. He used to be a Democrat that talked like this.
Well, we have another program here at Treasury that we're very proud of.
But then he became a Republican, switched accents, and now he talks like this.
I will not let you down. I'd rather drink weed killer.
Oh, and by the way, now he's good buddies with this guy. John Kennedy inspires people like this and has now raised $15 million to keep ruining Louisiana. We need to build a grassroots movement to defeat John Kennedy and build the margins of the Democratic Party in the U.S. Senate. Chip in today. We're a long way from 15 million, but people power can catch up. Let's go to work.
Avocado toast eating insiders elite.
I mean, look, I give John Kennedy a lot of shit because he's a moron. I used to say John Cornyn is the stupidest member of the Senate, and that long ago stopped being the case when you add people like Mark Wayne Mullen from Oklahoma and this dipshit from Louisiana. It's It's hard. It's hard to name the winner, but he's certainly up there. Anyway, manufactured controversy, absolutely wasting everyone's time. How is Peter Doocy not absolutely embarrassed, humiliated to walk through the door at work at the White House press briefing room nearly every day? Gross. What do you think? I elicit your participation in this conversation. You can click below, comment below. You can also call, leave me a voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me, daily@dollemore.com. Help me, if you want to support this work, help me make these videos. Click the join button below, become a channel member for $2 a month. You can go to my Patreon page, patreon.com/idiotic-podcast. The other way to support is to check out this ad from Sheath. If you want to be among the members who wear the same underwear as me, that's so stupid. Who am I? Anyway, check out this offer. They are great. They really are. My favorite underwear, Sheath. Here in the United States, we grant separate powers to 3 co-equal branches of government: the legislative, the executive, and the judicial. Divided, each branch can better support the working of our government as a whole. Why shouldn't this practice carry over to the governing of our own bodies? Rather than allowing your branch and berries to stew in a single stuffy cesspool, well, why not divide so as to diminish your discomfort? Sheath Underwear is here to help you separate your church and your state. Sheaths are the only underwear with the dual pouch system scientifically designed to keep your executive branch separated from your judicial, if you know what I mean. Democratize your drawers. Head to sheathunderwear.com/Dollemore now and score 20% off right away. It was invented by a U.S. Army veteran while serving a tour in Iraq. The idea for Sheath arose from the discomfort that was experienced in these harsh environments. As a former United States Marine stationed in that part of the world, I get the inspiration. I wear Sheath every single day, and they are the only boxers that can agreeably accommodate my tree trunk thighs and keep my branches of government carefully compartmentalized. And I'm not the only fan out there. Sheath are recommended by multiple doctors and urologists and have over 20,000 5-star reviews. The airflow meshes, they're my favorite personally, but Sheath has tons of excellent styles and designs. And once you pick, Sheath will land them on your doorstep nearly instantly, thanks to blindingly fast shipping and amazing customer service. Also, your purchase doesn't just help you out. Sheath supports multiple charities like Socks for Soldiers and Doctors Without Borders, so you're making the world a better place too. Upgrade your undergarments right now. Score 20% off when you head to sheathunderwear.com/Dollemore and divide and conquer your discomfort with Sheath Underwear.